Somebody say, I have the grace. The grace. Oh, you don't sound like you have it. I have the grace. Amen. Man of God, this lady, she said on the 20th of this month, she got her paid from her working place. So she was left with nothing. And on Monday, she walked through the miracle pool, man of God, and she was saying, I have
on Wednesday.
On Wednesday,
yes,
she was saying, I have the grace of God, the grace of God over my finances. Man of God, when on the 2nd of May, which is the second day of the miracle pool,
which is on Thursday.
Yes, man of God.
So she stepped. So you're telling me on the 28th she was paid.
Yes, man of God.
Of April, and every money she had disappeared
Nothing
because of direct debits.
Amen.
How many of you know the direct debits? They are waiting like this. Am I speaking to somebody? I speak the grace of God over your bank account. There will be more than enough. There will be more than enough. There will be more than enough. Some will say grace.
Grace.
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 In my finances,
In my finances,
I receive the grace of God.
The grace of God.
So on the 28th, as soon as I suddenly landed, the direct debits were waiting.
Left only 86 pounds, man of God. She have nothing left. 86 pence left.
86 pence.
Yes, man of God.
Uh-huh.
On the 2nd of May.
So on Wednesday, she was here when we opened the miracle pool.
Yes, man of God.
She stepped in.
Washed her face.
We were washing our face.
Yes,
the
man.
fast. I mean, remember washing our.
Amen.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And she's saying, I have the grace of God over my finances. Man of God, on the 2nd of May, which is the next day, when she looked in her bank account, there was £100 in there from her previous job. Man of God, these people, they don't owe her no money. They pay her everything. But she's wondering why they paid £100 in her account. So she's saying, what? This has to be the grace. So that was not all, man of God.
Now, wait a minute. When did she leave where she was working?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. A company she left 3 years ago.
Amen.
On the second day of the miracle pool.
Yes.
Paid £100
£100
to make sure that no disgrace in the account. 86
right.
pence,
Yes.
no more.
No.
God multiplied
Yes.
with 100.
Hallelujah.
You will not be disgraced.
No more
I say grace.
Grace.
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 And that's not all, man of God.
Can you imagine a wonderful lady like this even she stands in the choir, and the only thing that the direct debit has left her, I've left her with 86 pence. Sometimes people have faith. How can you stand in a place like this when you know on this world the only thing that you have is 86 pence? 86 pence. It cannot even buy you a drink. Huh? Can you imagine? If there was those world events, what they called, where the what's it called? You know when you see them on the movies, you know where the world just disappears. What do you call it? Where people are just running. What do you call it? Huh? No. You know there is this. If there was what do you call it? It's not what's it called? It's not eclipse. You know what do you call it? You know there is this event. People, you know, that something can happen one day in the world. Everybody has to pack up bags and start running. Huh? The guy saying Exodus. Look at that. That's what happened when yes, not. This Armageddon, what's another word? Huh? What do you call it? Apocalypse. Can you imagine? You know, somebody, if you got some money, apocalypse is happening, you can run, pack bag, maybe get a flight, run, whatever. Is with 86 pence. Where can you go? Huh? With 86 pence, you can't even buy a drink to last there a couple. What's it called? Can you imagine? But Jehovah, the grace of God,
Hallelujah.
cost money
Yes.
from a company she worked 3 years ago.
Hallelujah.
Somebody hear grace.
Grace.
Someone say 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 grace.
Grace.
But guess what? You know what happened? No. For me, to be honest with you, it's so important. I don't know how God fixed your life. Let me tell you this. I just want to be frank, speaking frankly. I don't know how God fixed your life. I'll tell you one thing. I have learned to appreciate grace. Lift up your hands right now. Father, thank you for every favor. Receive it. You can even see the balance after transaction is 86 pence. But now it's been multiplied, is 186 pence. Somebody say grace.
Grace.